going on, Mama? I want to take the time to show you a couple things. So, this is the latest buffer that I bought. My other one was really tired. This one right here has got the dial on the top and it's got the trigger switch. It don't have like the slow start like the Milwaukee does, but you can ease into it and it'll perform the same thing. It'll do the same thing. I wanted to show you, for those of you that watch the channel that might want to get into doing some cutting and buffing, this bucket right here is from Lake Country. What it does is you put your water in and then you add half a scoop of this McKee's. Take your hand, swish it up in the bottom. Then this right here goes inside. You can see that it drops down to about right there, halfway, a couple gallons. Put your water in. You don't want your water so full that when you push the blue thing in, that it pushes water up inside, because this is the drain tub. So your water's mixed and inside, you drop this in, push it down like that. Here is the pad cleaner itself. Uh-oh, drop that. This straw goes down in that hole so that when you pump this, it pulls clean, sudsy, microfab cleaner water up through here. And all the nasty, as you can see, some of the white crud, I cleaned it up because I just finished up the Fairlane. But you can't, unless you take a toothbrush and really wash it all, it's not life or death. But anyway, when you press this like that, it pumps water up through there into your pad. You wallow your pad around a little bit and then you turn it on low and it slings all the nasty, and that drains out and comes out through those holes right there. Then this catches it. So when you pump, you're pulling clean water with your pad cleaner in it up through here into your pad. When you wash, it drains into this blue section. And then when you're out of water, you just pull this out, and naturally you take it out and dump it. The one thing that I like about the McKee's, not the McKee's, but the grits that I just bought, is all the pad selection. Like this one here is for the fast correcting cream, which is your first process right there. And each thing has 2 pads in it. So, and they're about, I think $21 online for 2 pads. So, but you know, it's gonna last a long time. But these pads, see how thin they're made? They're about maybe 5/8 thick. They're made to have a better cut on the panel because it's thinner. It's like a backing plate on a 6-inch DA, those interface pads. If you've got one that's 1 inch thick, which I do, you can go over contours and everything with no problem. And then I've got an interface pad that's about maybe 3/8 thick, and it's still, but it makes your paper more aggressive. So these thin pads, they make the cutting more aggressive, because your normal pads, you know, are thick. So this is what I used on the Fairlane. I had already went over it with my other system, which I thought, and I'm not knocking it, but the CSI and the Meguiar's, I was bad to use the Meguiar's as the first cut and then go back with the CSI, but they are nowhere near as clean as this right here. And I honestly don't believe that it cuts as well, because the Fairlane, I had already done some things, and I went back over it with this and it made it a lot cleaner. So you got your stage 1, which is the fast correcting, and then you've got one for your orange pad for number 2, then number 3, and then number 4. I dropped this one the other day and broke the top. The tops on these things are really interesting. When you pull that out, you can dab a dab. It's made to pull out, put your dot, and use the head of it to lube up your pad before you get started. It seems to be a really good system. But this was money well spent if you're looking into getting into it yourself, because we try to do everything in-house. Sometimes if you go outside the house, so to speak, like if you take maybe if you send the car somewhere else, they might not do as good a job as you want to. And so that Fairlane had a lot of curves. This right here is something else that's worth putting on your list. Was it expensive? Yes. I've had it for years now, but it comes with a whole, if you buy the whole kit, it's got all kinds of stuff in it. Let me get you turned around here and show you what I got going on. So this kit comes with the buffer and 2 batteries. That right there, I used it for the first time on the Fairlane. That really comes in handy because you ain't got to worry about this thing stopping. But the batteries will charge. You got 2 batteries. By the time you run this one dead, this one will be charged every time. I've never had to wait. And then down here, this is the other pads that I had bought into, and they're good pads. But from what I've seen on this Fairlane that just left, and it being black, I'm going to move all of this to the back burner, and all of my grits, however you say it. If you say it fast enough, it sounds like grits. Grits Garage. But this is gonna be my go-to system. We'll put everything else on the back burner. There's my DeWalt rotary, and then this right here is the torque. It does a good job. It's got a 5-inch pad on it. It does a good job, but it just don't have the grunt that it did, like maybe 5 years ago. This here is one more thing that they sent with this kit that I was really impressed with. And that's these big microfiber towels. I'm sure you can buy them, but you could wipe that black down and not have to worry about putting a scratch in it. So, but to recap this, the Lake Country 4000, it really is nice. Push down, pumps up the water, and puts all the sludge in there. Because like I said, if you send something to someone else, there's a possibility that you won't get the desired effects that you want. And if you don't get the desired effects that you want, you're not going to be happy. So you might as well spend the money, invest in yourself, something that you will have for years to come, and just do the job yourself. And then, like I tell my son, if I mess it up, I ain't got nobody to fuss at but myself. I'll try to do it the best that I can do it the first time, and if I mess it up, then it's on me to redo the second time.